R.K. Narayan's The Guide is one of the most celebrated novels in Indian English literature. Set in the fictional town of Malgudi, the novel presents the life of Raju, a man who moves through many roles: railway guide, tourist guide, lover, manager, criminal, and finally a spiritual guide. Through Raju's rise, fall, and possible redemption, Narayan explores deep themes such as identity, illusion, moral responsibility, and spiritual transformation. What makes the guide remarkable is its blend of simplicity and depth. Narayan's language is clear and understated. Yet the novel deals with complex psychological and philosophical ideas. The story also reflects Indian social life, traditions, and beliefs, especially the tension between modern ambition and traditional spirituality. Rather than presenting a perfect hero, Narayan gives us a flawed human character whose mistakes lead him towards self-realization. The novel raises an important question: can a man become what others believe him to be? Through Raju's journey, the guide examines this question with irony, compassion, and realism. The novel begins with Raju living in a small village near a temple where the villagers believe him to be a holy man. They respect him and seek his advice. Gradually, the narrative moves into the past through flashbacks, revealing how Raju reached this stage in life. Raju grows up near a railway station in Malgudi, where he starts as a shop assistant and later becomes a railway guide. His gift of storytelling and persuasion makes him popular among tourists. As the railway expands, Raju becomes a full-time tourist guide, enjoying fame, money, and attention. Raju's life changes when he meets Rosie and her husband Marco. Marco is an archaeologist who is deeply interested in ancient caves but emotionally neglects Rosie, who is a gifted classical dancer. Raju is drawn to Rosie's beauty and talent and encourages her to pursue dance seriously. When Rosie leaves Marco, Raju becomes her lover and manager. Under his guidance, Rosie becomes a celebrated dancer, gaining fame and wealth. However, success brings moral decline. Raju grows greedy and controlling. When Marco sends Rosie some jewelry, Raju forges Marco's signature to keep the valuables himself. This crime leads to his arrest and imprisonment. After serving his sentence, Raju feels lost and disconnected from society. Wandering aimlessly, Raju reaches a remote village where his silence and calm behavior make villagers believe he is a saint. At first, Raju pretends to be a holy man and enjoy comfort and respect. Over time, he starts reflecting on his past actions. When a drought strikes the village, the villagers believe that only Raju's fasting can bring rain. Though initially hesitant, Raju agrees to fast. The novel ends ambiguously as Raju continues the fast, suggesting either his death or spiritual rebirth. So let's see the analysis of this novel and see what are the major themes. One of the central themes of the guide is identity. Raju constantly changes role based on circumstances and expectations. He becomes a guide not because of deep knowledge, but because people believe him to be one. Similarly, he becomes a saint because villagers expect spiritual wisdom from him. Narayan suggests that identity is often shaped by social perception rather than inner truth. Raju slowly grows into the role that others assign to him, raising questions about authenticity and selfhood. Illusion plays a major role in the novel. Rosie lives under the illusion of happy marriage with Marco, while Raju believes that success and wealth will bring fulfillment. The villagers' belief in Raju's holiness is another illusion. Yet Narayan does not treat illusion as entirely false. Sometimes illusion leads to transformation. Though Raju begins as a fake saint, his final act of fasting may represent genuine spiritual awakening. Raju is not portrayed as a villain but as a deeply flawed human being. His moral failure, greed, dishonesty, manipulation leads to his downfall. However, Narayan allows Raju the possibility of redemption. His willingness to suffer for others during the drought shows growth and selflessness. The novel suggests that redemption is possible even after serious moral failure. The contrast between tradition and modern life is also significant. Marco represents intellectual modernity, Rosie represents artistic tradition, and Raju stands between the two. Rosie's dance symbols India's classical heritage, while Raju's management reflects modern commercial ambition. Narayan highlights how modern material success can corrupt traditional values if not guided by ethical responsibility. The novel's ending is intentionally unclear. It is not known whether Raju dies or whether rain comes. This ambiguity allows readers to interpret the ending in multiple ways. Some see Raju's fast as the spiritual sacrifice, while others view it as the final role he plays. Narayan leaves the judgment to the reader, making the novel philosophically rich. The guide is a powerful exploration of human weakness, social roles, and spiritual possibility. Through the characters of Raju, R.K. Narayan presents a realistic portrayal of a man shaped by circumstance, desire, and expectation. Raju's journey from guide to saint reflects the complexity of human identity and the fragile line between illusion and truth. The novel does not preach morality but allows readers to observe how actions lead to consequence. Narayan's gentle irony and compassionate tone prevent the story from becoming judgmental. Instead, the guide emphasizes understanding, self-reflection, and transformation. By blending realism with spirituality, tradition with modernity, and simplicity with depth, the guide remains a timeless work of Indian English literature. Its themes continue to resonate with readers, reminding us that even flawed individuals may find meaning, responsibility, and redemption through suffering and self-awareness.